Hey y'all, I have a quick message that I want to share with you all. If you've been keeping up with social media, a little bit of a tongue twister there. If you've been keeping up with things, then you know I was at KCON this past weekend and I had one panel called Let's Talk About Cultural Clashes in the Hallyu. It is a panel that I hosted for the first time last year and then had the pleasure of being able to do it both this year in New York and Los Angeles. We talk about a lot of things, including cultural appropriation, LGBTQ cultural appropriation, beauty standards, fetishization, idol and idealization. There's a lot of things that you come across in the conversation within the panel that open your eyes to new things. So usually when this panel takes place, it raises a lot of emotions and you can find yourself faced with things that you never anticipated, such as today. Today, which is Monday, August 1st, I had the unexpected pleasure of being able to be on the set for Infinity Challenge. The upcoming LA special was being filmed in an area very close to where I was, along with my sister and a few other associates of ours. It was extremely exciting to see some of my most favorite entertainers all in one spot and to actually understand what they're saying and be able to interact and engage with them. What was not exciting, however, after they all worked together to create a unique hip-hop song, which has some funny lyrics to it, that, again, I flat out understood because I studied the Korean language so that I don't misappropriate it or appropriate it for that matter. There was a point where they decided they needed to get into better character to be able to convey how hip-hop they are, and decided to put on gold chains, hip-hop oriented clothing, and get into a lowrider. So not only did I physically immediately see black hip-hop culture appropriated, I also witnessed Mexican American culture appropriated, all in one clean sweep. This is a very, very difficult video to make. This is a very difficult topic to bring up. However, with the platform, you use it to the best of your ability by being in a position to speak on what you saw. It was not right whatsoever what they did. It is not right that they assume that those things are positive reflections of the hip-hop culture or the West Coast culture. True, you do see some of those things happen, but there's a very, very thin line between humor for exaggerated purposes and blatant ignorance. I had the opportunity unexpectedly as well to have one of the people who was on the show stand behind me while I was working on one of my beats and ask me in Korean what I was working on and what software I use, and to be able to answer him in his own language, because I respect that the best way to communicate with somebody is through their own language. The music that my culture created, that has now diversified the world, does not exclusively belong to us. However, the way that you perform it, the way that you personify that culture, that does. Lowrider culture, which stems from the barrio from the 1940s, that's not my culture, but I do know that it was abused today. You have options to do better. You can still be great entertainers without appropriating things. The world is extremely wide, and we literally watched it clash in terms of seeing Quincy Jones at KCON of all places, or the majority of the people who were actually there as special guests were not just Korean American or Korean natives, but other people of color. The Hallyu is very diverse. We have a lot to say. I am angry. It can be fixed, and I know it will be fixed in my lifetime. Let's not make entertainment like this anymore. I don't support it. It hurt to see you all do what you did today. More than you could possibly fathom at face value. So, I don't ask that you all don't watch the episode. You are free to do what you want to do. All the same, you do not get to tell me how to feel about what I experienced today. I hope that you can stand in solidarity with me, as I will not be supporting that episode. And even if you can't, I ask that you at least respect my decisions and the fact that I felt that this needed to be stated. It was bullshit. Bye, y'all.